A worker in the lunchroom at a high school in New Hampshire has been fired because she made the decision to allow a hungry child to eat when he did not have the money to pay for his lunch. That led to an $8 lunch tab that she was, again, fired for. Her name is Bonnie Kimball, and her employer, Cafe Services, accused her of stealing $8. Okay, because of that lunch tab. Now, what she did was, as soon as she realized that the boy did not have the money to pay for lunch, she just very quietly told him, hey, let your mom know she needs to put some money on your lunch card. And later, she got fired. Now, the boy had several a la carte items on his tray, and Kimball quietly told him to have his mother put some money on his account. That was on March 28th, while a manager for Cafe Services was at the high school observing the operations. Then the next day, on March 29th, the student came in and paid his lunch bill. Kimball was called in by two managers later that day and fired over the tab. The policy, by the way, is supposed to be that the students are supposed to be fed. There's no refusal, and that's according to the chairwoman for the school board. But there's one weird technicality here where the boy could have had whatever like standard lunch they were giving out, but he chose the a la carte options, and that is strictly forbidden.
Yeah, so there's two, like the story already is maddening that they fired her over her being decent to a kid who was hungry over $8. But the two extra parts of it just put you over the top. They fired her when the kid paid the money back. They didn't see that as like, oh, you were right. Yeah, he just like you thought, his mom put more money on the card, etc. Good job for following policy and being a decent person and being correct in your analysis. No, they're like, aha, that's evidence that he didn't pay yesterday. Since I don't give a damn about you or anyone who works here, I'm gonna crush you and you're fired, okay? And then the second part of it is that apparently her direct manager had told them before to tell the kids, don't refuse them food, tell them to have their parents add money to their card. That's exactly what she did. So she actually didn't do anything wrong, and they fired her anyway.
She's been working for that school for 5 years, and she just got fired because, in my opinion, she did the right thing by not allowing a kid to go hungry. This is America. So when we brag about how we're the best country in the world, just understand that we are ruled by corporations, and they will rain terror on us in our lives if we do one thing wrong and rob them of $8. And in this case, they weren't even robbed of $8. In this case, the kid paid back, and this woman got fired anyway.
Yeah, so there are two employees quit in protest, and they're the quiet heroes of this story. And I love them for backing Kimball on this. But finally, I want to just double down on what Anna said. This story isn't just about this one person. It's the attitude that corporations have. I remember I was talking to a reporter about how multi-billion-dollar media corporations care about making a profit, which makes sense, right? And sometimes that's why they will put their financial interests of their advertisers, for example, over the interest of actually delivering the news in an honest way. And the reporter was scandalized, and she said, are you trying to say, this sounds like conspiratorial, that a corporation puts its profit interests first?
Yes.
Really? I mean, listen to that sentence. They'll fire you over $8. This is what the people on TV don't understand because they work for those multi-billion-dollar corporations and they are handsomely rewarded, right? That they think, oh, big business is wonderful, and they put out that propaganda, which helps the businesses that they work for. They're partly in that business of putting out propaganda. Big business is great. Americans love big business. No, they don't, because they've seen their neighbor get fired over $8, and they understand that big business must maximize profit, and it does it without giving a damn at all about us, our feelings, what's right, what's wrong. And that corporate steamroller steamrolls all of us. The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.